This is Lindsay Ward with KDKA News, and we're at the local FBI office where we just heard from experts about a romance scam with...
One woman says she was taken in by the so-called romance scam.
Money.
Yeah, one strategy the FBI is worried about are these romance scams.
For a romance scam.
Romance scams.
Romance scams.
A romance scam.
Romance scams.
Romance scams.
It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. Anything like that, it's a fucking scam.
It's a fucking scam. It's a fucking scam.
I've been wanting to do a video on today's topic for quite some time, but honestly, I didn't want to sound like an insensitive douchebag.
You insensitive sucker.
But I came up with a solution to that, and that is to not care if I sound like an insensitive douchebag.
Whoa, hey.
Well, that's not entirely true. Believe me, I have sympathy for these people because a lot of times they're lonely or maybe in a real vulnerable state, and they're real easy prey for these romance scams. Because look, say if you're a lonely guy, right? Maybe in a loveless marriage or recently divorced or whatever, and all of a sudden this hot Instagram model starts messaging you and giving you attention, love bombing you, telling you that she loves you, blah, blah, blah. And then you find out you're talking to some guy in Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay.
And you just spent your life savings buying him Bitcoin. Now, I can get behind somebody suspending their belief for some random hot person on the internet. I mean, stranger things have happened. The world is a funny place. But bro, when you're talking about a celebrity, come on. On the one hand, you'd have to say you're an idiot to be romance scammed by a celebrity. On the other hand, you'd have to say you're an idiot to be romance scammed by a celebrity. Let's look at some examples.
She's a professional wrestler, WWF. She's a women's champion right now.
So this is Roger, and he lives somewhere down south. I don't know, River Tucky or Bugahaw, I forget what he said. But anyways, he believes he was selected by smoking hot WWE superstar Liv Morgan to be his soulmate.
This man thinks he's dating superstar wrestler and women's WWE world champion Liv Morgan.
Come on, Roger. In what universe exists where you're Liv Morgan's best option?
I know you probably don't believe me, but I think we have a soul connection. Probably only a $1,200 ring at most, but...
But not only that, this jackass is still married.
We've been married 31 years on June 17th. He has had affairs behind my back. The first one I did forgive him for, but now he is addicted to social media. They even scammed him. They got him over $4,000. And he's still talking to one of them. She claims she's Liv Morgan, the wrestler on WWE.
Are you ready? Are you ready for how big of a piece of shit Roger is? I think I need some Skittles. His wife has terminal cancer. And he tells Liv he's waiting for her to die.
And then he turns and pops off and says, well, my wife is going to be dead within 3 to 6 months.
Hey, bud, what's your problem?
And shout out to Social Catfish, who helps even knuckleheads like Roger debunk these scams.
After game planning, our team came to the conclusion that we would take on this case, but only to help Lori.
Yeah, even the guys at Social Catfish think that Roger is a human piece of crap.
Just be candid. I watched your interview. It makes it tough to like you.
You suck!
Brienne connected with Roger and sent him a link to track the location of this person behind this Liv profile. While we waited for clicks on our IP tracker, our team looked into this ID that obviously was fake.
Of course it's f***ing fake. She's wearing a wrestling singlet. In fact, this photo was ripped right off of her Facebook page. You can go look at it right now. They weren't even trying.
So we're able to confirm that this driver's license is invalid, so fake. I mean, how often do you see someone show up to the DMV in their wrestling gear? How much money have you sent Liv so far?
Total, well, I don't know if it was her or not, but I mean, it was about $4,000.
4 G's? Holy shit, Roger. That's a lot of alligator pelts you'd have to sell.
Well, she would say she was hungry or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you make a lot of money. So it's like, why are you even asking me for money?
By the way, Liv Morgan is worth a cool $3 million. Her base salary from WWE is $600K. I think she can buy her own DoorDash.
Now this Now she's asked me for money for a plane ticket.
Did you send her money for the plane ticket?
I did once.
I mean, I'm just going to cut the person isn't real that you're talking to.
Okay.
Brienne did an IP tracker. You want to talk about the IP tracker?
Yeah, actually, I created the IP tracker. I just basically attached a link to a GIF of hers where she's just in her wrestling suit. And what did we do? We sent a message stating that, you know, you're thinking of her. And so this person clicked on it right away. And the match came back as Lagos, Nigeria.
I told you.
Obviously, Liv Morgan, she's a beautiful woman, but the person behind this profile could be a man in Nigeria.
Your name, Bana?
My name is Ruga. Nigeria, Abuja, Lagos.
What do you mean it could be? I mean, you track the IP address back to an internet cafe in Lagos, Nigeria. Unless Liv Morgan is hanging out in Lagos, I think you got a scammer on your hands. I don't think it matters to this smooth-brained crayon chewer what these people say, because he's actually messaging 15 different accounts claiming they're Liv Morgan.
But it turns out Roger had been communicating with 15 other profiles.
So what the f*** is that, Roger? The shotgun effect? If you talk to 15 different people, maybe one of them is Liv Morgan? And by the way, I call bullshit on him only spending $4,000, because if you're door dashing for 15 different accounts, bro, it's gotta be way more than that. All right, anyways, let's go on to the next one.
I think I really care about this person.
This is Deborah from Virginia.
It's like a relationship.
She thinks she's in an online relationship with Johnny Depp.
Like a true connection.
Yeah, that Johnny Depp.
I think I love him.
I'm not sure as I'm in the mood.
On today's episode, we speak to a woman named Deborah from Virginia. She believes she's in an online relationship with the one and only Johnny Depp. She sent him over $40,000 to meet him in person for meet and greets and travel fees.
Whoa. You spent $40K to fly to LA from Virginia to meet Johnny Depp? I hope you met him. Did you meet him?
I liked a couple of pictures and was approached by this woman, and she said that she was his personal assistant.
Deborah, listen. I don't know a lot about Johnny Depp, but I do know that his PA is not out pimping meet and greets for $40K. But Deborah thinks he went broke paying court fees and lawyers. I guess you shouldn't have squandered all that Amber Heard money, bro.
She wanted to know things that I was very vague in answering to her, to tell you the truth, because I didn't think it was any of her business. But I did tell her I was single.
Of course you're single. If you think you're pulling Johnny Depp level dudes, come on. I mean, let's look at JD's scorecard. Jennifer Grey, Winona Ryder, Kate Moss, Amber Heard, Deborah from Virginia. Bruh.
Vivian had instructed me that I could speak with Johnny Depp.
Vivian sent Deborah a phone number she could text through WhatsApp to get a hold of Johnny Depp.
Nothing says personal connection like a f***ing WhatsApp number.
That's when the two started chatting.
He would call me his heart rub.
Wait, what?
A sternal rub is a medical procedure used primarily to assess a patient's level of consciousness.
Maybe he thought one day he was going to have to do CPR on you.
Johnny and Deborah would go back and forth over text messages for weeks before they planned to finally meet in person.
The first time I sent money, Johnny Depp and I...
She said Johnny Depp and I.
Johnny Depp and I had talked about meeting, and he described a meet and greet. I didn't know anything about it. And he referred me to Vivian. Vivian gave me the different prices to meet Johnny Depp. There's like 3 levels. And I chose the 1,300 package.
Shocker, Johnny couldn't make it. He was held up in customs somewhere, and he needed money for that. So they sent her a private jet. The private jet couldn't land because of a landing fee. She sent him money for that. It wasn't enough money because of Bitcoin conversion. So she sent him money for that. Blah, 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 blah. $40,000 later, she hasn't met Johnny Depp. So Barbara finally said, hey, what the is going on here? I think I might be getting scammed.
Yeah, no shit, honey!
But not by Johnny Depp or somebody in Ghana or Nigeria or India or the Philippines or Venezuela. By Amber Heard.
It could be Amber.
The second suspicion that she has is Amber Heard. She believes that she could possibly be behind this whole thing.
So let me get this straight, Deborah. You think you're in a love triangle with Captain Jack Sparrow and his ex-wife, Amber Heard? What? I can't.
It was now time to sit down with Deborah and go over everything we found. Amber Heard.
Yes.
What? Why do you think Amber Heard's behind this?
A lot of the verbiage that has been used, I look back and at the time I questioned it, but then I let it go. Like I showed her a picture of my ex and they said, oh, he's cute. Why would a man say another man is cute?
After multimillionaire Johnny Depp asked you for $40K and left you holding your this is what raises the red flag? Really? Pretty thin, Barbara. I'm actually kind of pinched because at the end of this video, they don't really, they do expose this scam. They expose this passport that has been used in a number of scams, and they expose this company that supposedly Johnny Depp is involved with. They expose this company to be a scam, but there's no IP address. I don't know where this comes from. But anyways, we'll go on to the next one.
This man wants to know the truth about his internet girlfriend.
Okay. You ready for this one? Let's talk about the homie David. He thinks he's in an online relationship with America's sweetheart, Jennifer Aniston.
Probably one of the most beautiful women in the world. She could be my type.
Maybe, if this were Middle Earth, because you look like Gandalf.
I'm a wizard.
David thought one of the world's biggest stars had reached out to him through Instagram.
You know, guys, I'm just a regular guy. We just met by accident. We both came to a conclusion. It's almost like there was a force in the universe saying, maybe you should be a couple.
Not bloody likely.
David had fallen head over heels, and Jennifer had too.
We said we're going to take our time. We took about 12 hours.
Funny thing is, David barely knows who she is. He's never watched Friends.
You know what your nickname is, Mr. Big.
He's never seen Leprechaun.
Hello? I need the police. This is an emergency.
He's never seen Office Space.
I thought I remembered you saying that you wanted to express yourself.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I do.
He's never watched any of those shitty Adam Sandler movies that she's in. He knows her from Marley and Me.
Go! The only time I've ever seen Jennifer Aniston on a screen was Marley and Me.
What the is Marley and Me?
We made a deal before we parted ways that we would both go off Instagram that night. In fact, she asked me to leave all social media. She told me to communicate with her on Zanga.
That's Zangy, David. And what the is Zangy? Well, it's one of these bootleg messenger sites that offers end-to-end encryption. So you can't really figure out, if you wanted to, who's talking to you on the other end.
Yeah, we definitely felt a very, very strong connection, and we decided to see if it was romantic. Within 24 hours of our meeting and making a connection, we both felt like we were in love with each other.
Well, that seems reasonable. After dating losers like Jon Stewart, Paul Rudd, Vince Vaughn, and Brad Pitt, she finally found David from Minnesota.
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la, my ding-ding-dong.
One of the things she said was, don't ask for selfies.
But Jen sent him a selfie. Just look at this hydrocephalic Photoshop monstrosity. She looks like a f***ing Funko Pop.
There's one that maybe she sent just to me, and that's her in a pair of pajamas kissing her cell phone goodnight.
David was asked to help donate to a children's orphanage.
She's involved in an orphanage in Southern California, and she has asked me to contribute. I usually buy a Bitcoin. Sometimes she'll ask for a gift card. Usually, she said the kids like to get the Bitcoin.
Of course they do. Bitcoin, my favorite toy as a child.
She said, you know, sooner or later, she's going to have to retire from Hollywood. And she wanted us to buy a house together.
David, Jennifer owns at least 4 properties, probably more. including a mansion in Bel Air and a ranch in Montecito. She's worth $300 million. She made $8 million just off of that movie that I've never heard of. That is the only movie you've ever seen her in. Come on, David. She doesn't need your Social Security check.
And she's opened up a joint savings account. I've put in a few thousand.
All right, Social Catfish. Let's blow this up, please.
With the evidence gathered, it was time to sit down with David and give him the straight story about this person claiming to be Jennifer Aniston.
I'm still talking to her, and I would like to get a final answer.
So let's talk about the next image. She sent you an image of her. She's in front of a mirror.
Yeah, let's talk about Funko Pop head picture.
So I want you to know that we took this image and we ran this one through our reverse image search as well. And we found several matches. And we also found that this is a photoshopped image. And then number two, we were able to find the real woman's image that was stolen, and Jennifer Aniston's face was layered on top of that. My question is, why would someone go through so much trouble to Photoshop an image instead of just sending you a legitimate image?
She's got people behind her, and maybe, they do things like that. I don't know.
Jen, you're great. You're wonderful. You're adorable. America loves you. But I think the thing that we need to get you over the top is to Photoshop some images of you with a freakishly large head.
David, you sent over a video of a woman laying on the couch. Jennifer said this was her.
Yeah.
So we ran a reverse image search on that video and we found matches instantly. And the actress in that video wasn't Jennifer Aniston at all. It's an actress by the name of Kyra Sedgwick.
Oh.
But here's the thing. David doesn't really care because he's got some online side pieces.
So if it's not Jennifer Aniston, I'm not going to be heartbroken.
Because there's other Jennifer Anistons?
Well, I do have I have a plan B.
Well, now you got to talk about all the plans. David, do you know what a player is?
Yes.
I feel like you're a player.
Okay. Plan B is a woman that I've known for 4 years, lives in California, wants to come out, and we are now actively working on getting her out to Minnesota.
All right, David, slow down. Slow down. Let's talk about one scam at a time. Let's start with Jennifer Aniston.
We sent a tracker to the woman that you're talking to online by the name of Jennifer Aniston. We wanted to get an idea of where she's located, right? So this person is located in Port Harcourt, Nigeria.
Okay.
So the question is why would Jennifer Aniston be in Nigeria?
Maybe she's on safari with Liv Morgan. Now look, I'm not picking on the good people in Nigeria. I'm sure 99.9% of the citizens in Nigeria are good, hardworking, wholesome people. But the best romance scammers seem to come from Nigeria. Just like if you want a loan shark, go to Mulberry Street in New York City and find a guy named Guido.
You sent over an additional profile, her name being Aina. This is another person that you're talking to online. And so we ran her image through a reverse image search and we were able to find who she is. And her name is not Aina. The real person in the image, her name is Cassandra. She is an adult film actress and she goes by the name Princess Blue Eyes. Have you sent this person any money?
Yes, I have.
Okay, about how much money have you sent her so far?
Upwards of probably $40,000.
$40,000?
So you sent her $40,000?
Yes.
Wow. Is she still asking you for money?
Yes.
Okay.
She asked me for $1,000 today.
Okay, so did you send the money?
No.
Okay, don't send her any money. This person is pretending to be someone they're not. They've stolen someone else's images online, and they are most likely a scammer, and this person is just going to keep taking money from you.
So listen to Brienne. She says it all right here.
And just be careful. If anybody else that you're talking to online is asking you for money, it's a red flag.
God tier advice, Brienne. And my own advice is the same. And I know I'm a shitty YouTuber with barely 500 subscribers. But listen, if anybody's asking you for money online, especially a millionaire celebrity, assume it's a scam. I'm just saying. All right, that's all I got. I'll see you next time with the next thing that's the next thing, whatever. Peace.
Yes, I am a nerd, bookworm, I'm studious. From my cerebral cortex to my gluteus. Back in kindergarten, I aced my college entrance exam. Now, I'm no rocket scientist, but wait, I am. When I pour my alphabets, I get nothing but straight A's. My retainer and headgear connect to a back brace. I got a pocket protector.